everyone. Continuing the same exercise 3A, today we are going to learn conversion of decimal. How we can convert a decimal into fraction and a fraction into decimal. So let's start. Of your book, the exercise number 3A, question 1 is about how we can convert a given decimal into fraction. So our first topic is decimal into fraction, and even if possible you have to convert that fraction into simplest form also. So question number 1, second part, 0.75. You can see, children, this is a decimal number because it is written in decimal form. This is decimal part, and if whole number part is not given, we can consider it as 0. Now, our purpose is to write this decimal into fraction. So, what are the steps? We have to write the given number without point first of all. So, this is 75 if we called it without point. So, it is written as numerator. Numerator is, you have to write the number which is given to us without point. Now, in the denominator, you have to write 1 and followed by as many zero as many decimal places are there. Like we can see after point, how many decimal places? 1, 2. So we have to put 2 0. So this is a fraction form, 75 upon 100. Now for this question, it is possible to cancel out also. We can convert it into simplest form, which we have learned in fraction. If any fraction is possible to convert into lowest, we have to do that. So, by any table, like 5, 25, it's up to you. So, I am cutting by the table of 5. 5 one time, and then 5 5s are 25, 5 2s are 10, and 0. I got 15 upon 20. Still, we can cancel it. 5 3s are 15, 5 4s are 20. So, I got 3 by 4. This is the fraction in simplest form. So, in this manner, I have written 0.75 as in fraction. Again, the another part of the same question is 0.285. So, it can also be as 0.285. Again, the same procedure, write the given number without point in the numerator, and in denominator 1 is necessary and it is followed by zeros. How many zero? As many decimal places. So there are 1, 2, 3 decimal places. So we have to put 3 0. Now cancellation. So by the table of 5, 5 5s are 25 and 3. 5 7s are 35. Children, cancellation, those who don't know, look how I have done. 285, I am dividing it by 5. So 5 5s are 25. 8 minus 5 is 3. And 5. 5 7s are 35. So it is completely solved. So what I got? Quotient as 57. So when I cancel it by 5, I got the quotient 57. Okay. Similarly, this is also by 5. 5 2 times 10 and 2 zeros. So it is 57 upon 100. Now it cannot be cancelled more. So 57 upon 200 is the simplest form. So this is the first question where we have learned how we can convert a decimal into fraction. Now the second topic, the second question is convert the following as a mixed fraction. How we can convert the given number, given decimal number into mixed. See, we cannot convert this as mixed fraction because the whole number is not given, and in mixed fraction we know it is the combination of whole number and proper fraction. So look at the second question. It is about mixed fraction. So we are converting decimal into mixed fractions. Here I will tell you two methods. It's up to you which method you are using. But my suggestion is that you have to use the easy one. So see how. Question number 2. First of all, what is mixed? We all know that it is the combination of whole number and proper fraction, right? So, definitely the whole number part will be given to us. So, it's the second part I am taking. 12.25. Now you can see this is the decimal part and this is the whole number part. So first method I am sharing with you. Children, the easiest one, which I want that you have to follow. So this is the whole number part. So safe. Keep it safe. Don't work out with this. Okay. 12 as it is. Now this is 0.25. And we have learned how to write 0.25 as fraction in question number 1. So when we are writing it is in fraction, it will be 25 upon 100. So I can write it as 25 upon 100. Now what is the sign over here? Of course plus, because it is the combination of whole number and a proper fraction, because mixed fraction is like that. So the hidden sign is of positive, the addition. Now when we are doing cancellation, we will not cancel out 12 and 100 because there is addition sign. Okay. It is, you have to keep it safe. Whatever work you want to do, you have to do with this numerator and denominator. So let's do cancellation. 25 one time and 25 fours are. I have cancelled out by the table of 25. So it give us 12 1 4. So this is the mixed fraction. Okay. 12 1 4. This is one of the method where we have keep the whole number as safe and work with the decimal part and written in mixed fraction. The another method is this for the same question. Second method, like we have done for the question number 1, we have to write this number without point first of all. So it will be 1225 without point, and in denominator we have to write 1 followed by 2 zeros because there are 2 decimal places. So we got this fraction. Now this fraction can be solved into simplest form. So by the table of 5 I can cancel out 5 2s are 10, 2, 5 4s are 20, 5 5s are 25, 5 2s are 10, 0. What I got? 245 upon 20. Again it can be cancelled out by the table of 5. 5 4s are 20, 5 9s are 45 and 5 4s are 20. So I got 49 upon 4. This is an improper fraction and we know how to convert improper fraction into mixed. We have learned this also in our chapter number 2. So when we are converting 49 upon 4 into mixed, I have to divide it. 4 one time, 9. 4 2s are 8. What is the remainder? 1. So what is the way of writing? 12 quotient written as whole number. 1 remainder written as numerator and 4 as denominator. So I have to write like this. 12, 1, 4. So when we are solving it, 12 4s are 48 plus 1, 49 upon 4. It gives us back 49 upon 4. So this is quite long method. Here we have converted into fraction, then in simplest, then we are converting into mixed. Rather than this, in first method, we have to keep it safe, the whole number, and work with the decimal parts. It's up to you which method you want to do. But do it correct. So this is how we can convert a given decimal into mixed fraction. Similarly, there are more questions. Work with that. Question number 3. How we can convert a given fraction into decimal. So now the fraction is given to us and fraction can be of any form. Any form means it can be of decimal fraction, maybe the proper fraction, improper fraction, and the mixed fraction is given to us. Question number 3 is fractions into decimal. So one by one we will learn each type of fraction to convert into decimals. So first I am sharing the second part with you, 156 upon 100. Children, whenever the decimal fractions are given, it is quite easier to write into decimals because we have to just see in the denominator 10, 100,000 is given and we have to see how many zeros are there because as many zero, it gives us the decimal places. So we have to write 156. There are how many zero? 2. So we have to count. There should be 2 decimal place, 1, 2 and then put up the decimal point. So it is 1.56 give us to Because 20 means 2 decimal places must be there. And we have to start counting from the right hand side, because right hand side there will be decimal part. Similarly, if an improper fraction is given to us, 25 upon 8. This is an improper fraction because numerator is bigger than the denominator. So here we need to show the divide. And if we are dividing it, see the full procedure carefully. We are dividing it by 8. When you are dividing, remember numerator will be dividend and the denominator will be divisor. Always. 8 3s are 24. You have to divide till you will not get a non-zero remainder. So I got a non-zero remainder, that is 1. Now the next step, because there is no number which we have to write down. So what we have to do? We have to put decimal point in the quotient and decimal point in the dividend also. After putting the decimal point, we are free to write zeros. So I can write 1 0 at one time because I am free to write 1 0 at one time. So 1 0 I have written here, or with remainder also. After putting the point, I am free to write 0 with dividend and with remainder. Now read again the table of 8. 8 1 ja 8. What is the remainder now? 2. Now point is already there. So at one time we can put 1 0. So I am writing one more 0 with the remainder and with the dividend also. So 8 2s are 16. We have to continue this procedure until we will not get the remainder 0. Now what is left? 4. I can write one more 0. Now 8 5s are 40. So this we got the remainder 0. So we have to stop our divide here. So what is our decimal? 3.125. In this manner we can write an improper fraction into a decimal. Now I am sharing a mixed fraction. When a mixed fraction is given, how we can write it as decimal. So the question number 3, 7th part we are doing. 7th part is 2 whole and 2 by 25. This is whole number part. This is proper. So first I can convert it into improper, and I know how to write improper as decimal. 25 2s are 50. This is to be multiplied here, and this is going to be add. 25 2s are 50 plus 2. 52 upon 25. This is the how we are converting mix into improper. Now 52 divided by 25. So we can divide it. We have to read the table of 25. 25 2s are 50. What is remainder? 2. Now we are free to write point in the quotient and in dividend. We are free to write 1 0 with remainder and with dividend. Now you can see it is still not possible. In the table of 25, 20 doesn't come when we are taking 1 0. So what we have to do? We have to take one more 0. Okay. So children, we know that at one time we can take only 1 0. But if we are taking in extra, like here I am taking 2 0 at one time, then I have to give 1 0 to the quotient also. 1 0 is free of cost. If you are taking in extra, you have to pay to quotient also. Remember this. Now 25 8s are 200. So I got the remainder 0. It is stop. What is the decimal? 2.08. Okay. Now the last part of this question is when the proper fraction is given, how we can write it in decimal. We have learned for decimal fraction, for improper fraction, for mixed fraction. Now it's done for proper fraction. The last part, 17 by 20. Here you can see the numerator is smaller than the denominator. So it doesn't mean that you are writing the greater number inside or as dividend. No, you will not change the rule. Numerator always will be as dividend. And we have to divide it by 20. Okay. Now In the very first step, we can see that in the table of 20, 17 doesn't come. So in the starting only, we have to put the point, decimal point in the quotient and in dividend. And we are free to write 10. Now it is considered as 170. So 28s are 160. Subtract 0, 7 minus 6, 1. Now we can extend one more 0. 25s are 100. So what we got? 0.85. Or I can write 0.85 because if whole number part is not there, I can put 0 there. So this is all about how we can convert a decimal into fraction and a fraction into decimal.